Reclaiming yourself after years of shrinking, years of prioritizing everyone else can quietly erode your sense of self. You may find yourself asking who you are beneath all the roles and expectations. Through guiding many women toward transformation, I've witnessed a path that restores your strength and presence without guilt. This journey invites you to reconnect with your desires, honor your boundaries, and rediscover the joy and confidence that have been waiting quietly within you. Insight 1. Reflect on your values and desires. Life often nudges women toward fulfilling the expectations of others, career ambitions that aren't entirely theirs, family needs that consume energy, friendships that demand constant availability. Over time, these demands can obscure what truly resonates within you, your beliefs, passions, and the simple joys that feel authentically yours. Taking deliberate steps to reconnect begins with reflection. Journaling can become a mirror, revealing patterns in your feelings, the choices you make out of habit, and the quiet longings that emerge only when you allow yourself honesty. Visualization offers a gentle yet powerful tool. Imagine days structured around what you value most, moments that make your heart feel alive, and decisions guided by your deepest priorities. Mindfulness strengthens this process, creating space to notice your desires without judgment, without guilt. It's easy to slip into the trap of adopting goals set by others, suppressing your intuition, or feeling shame for wanting something different. Yet recognizing what belongs uniquely to you brings clarity. You begin to make decisions confidently, grounded in understanding rather than obligation. You feel a steadier sense of self, less swayed by the pressures around you, more aligned with your own rhythm. This clarity doesn't stop at personal insight. As you attune to your values, every relationship, every daily choice starts to reflect a deeper alignment. The way you interact, respond, and engage transforms. And that's just the beginning of the shift we'll explore. Insight 2. Examine relationships. Relationships shape how you see yourself. Some lift you, filling your days with warmth and encouragement, while others quietly drain your energy, leaving you questioning your worth. Noticing this distinction is the first step toward reclaiming yourself. Take a moment to reflect. Which connections feel invigorating, and which leave you feeling diminished? Patterns can emerge without notice. Overgiving, codependency, or neglecting your own needs to preserve peace. Recognizing these tendencies is not a critique, but an invitation to awareness. From here, boundaries become your most vital tool. This might look like honest conversations about what you need, recalibrating expectations, or, when necessary, releasing relationships that consistently undermine your growth. Grief is a natural companion in this process. Letting go, even gently, can bring sadness, and that sorrow signals the importance of what you are leaving behind. It validates the bond while honoring your right to evolve. Through this exploration, you begin to cultivate a language of self-respect, learning how to assert your needs with clarity and compassion. Relationships, when approached consciously, can support your transformation rather than hinder it. The ability to communicate boundaries gracefully will soon reveal how powerful your presence can be in shaping interactions and influence. Insight 3. Use I statements. Communicating clearly while honoring both yourself and others begins with a simple yet powerful tool, the I statement. These statements allow you to express your feelings and needs without blame, creating space for understanding instead of conflict. In everyday life, this might look like saying, I feel overwhelmed when my schedule is packed and I need some time to recharge, or I need clarity about our roles so I can contribute effectively, whether in a partnership or at work. The key is framing your truth from your perspective, rather than pointing fingers. This subtle shift changes conversations entirely. Psychologically, I statements reduce defensiveness in those around you. When you speak from your experience, people are less likely to feel attacked and more likely to listen. They reinforce boundaries naturally and quietly, signaling that your needs are valid without diminishing anyone else's. Imagine a tense discussion at work. Previously, feedback might have escalated into frustration. Now, using an I statement, you express your concern about overlapping responsibilities. The tone shifts. Your colleagues respond with empathy rather than defensiveness. This practice does more than smooth interactions. It strengthens your confidence, carving out space for your voice and your choices. Each time you speak with authenticity, you reclaim a fragment of yourself, your time, your energy, and your personal power, gently but unmistakably. Insight 4. Challenge negative beliefs. Many women carry quietly internalized messages that shrink them over time. Thoughts like, I must always put others first, I am not enough, or my worth depends on their approval often feel like facts, yet they quietly limit your choices, diminish your joy, and restrain your potential. The first step toward change is noticing these beliefs. Ask yourself, what evidence truly supports this thought? Often, you'll find it rests on assumptions or old expectations, not reality. Reframing allows you to replace self-limiting ideas with empowering alternatives. I deserve time for myself, my value exists independently, or I can pursue what fulfills me. Small, deliberate actions, like saying no to an obligation or taking the first step toward a personal goal, test these new beliefs, proving to yourself that growth is possible. Consider a woman who believed she wasn't capable of completing a creative project she longed to pursue. By identifying the thought, questioning its validity, and committing to small, consistent steps, she discovered not only her ability to succeed, but also a renewed sense of courage and joy. As these negative beliefs shift, confidence grows quietly but powerfully. Each reframed thought opens space for new experiences, untested dreams, and choices that align with who you are rather than who others expect you to be. Transformation begins in the mind, and the ripple touches every aspect of your life. Insight 5. Try new things. Growth often begins at the edge of comfort. When you step into unfamiliar experiences, you uncover strengths and passions that have remained dormant. Trying something new isn't about proving yourself. It's about discovering facets of who you are, quietly waiting to be explored. This could mean enrolling in a class you've always been curious about, experimenting with a creative hobby, speaking in front of a group, traveling to a place that challenges your perspective, or taking on a project outside your usual routine. Each new experience stretches your boundaries and opens doors to unexpected joy. Psychologically, stepping into the unknown builds resilience. You learn to navigate pressure, trust your instincts, and gain confidence in your capacity to adapt. These moments accumulate, reinforcing a sense of self-reliance and curiosity that spills into every aspect of your life. Fear naturally arises. Fear of failure, judgment, or simply the uncertainty of the unfamiliar. Instead of seeing these as barriers, reframe them as signals that growth is happening. Each hesitation marks a frontier where self-discovery begins. Reflect for a moment. Every new experience is a conversation with your inner self. With each step outside your comfort zone, you deepen your connection to your identity, uncovering abilities and joys you might never have known existed. Exploration, in this way, becomes both liberation and revelation. Insight 6. Seek support. Asking for help is often misunderstood as weakness, yet it is one of the most courageous steps you can take. True strength lies in recognizing when guidance can illuminate a path forward, and in allowing others to support your journey without guilt or hesitation. Support can take many forms: mentors who offer wisdom, trusted friends who listen without judgment, coaches who provide structure, or licensed mental health professionals who help navigate deeper challenges. Therapy, in particular, offers a safe space to examine past patterns, develop practical coping strategies, and receive validation for experiences that may have felt isolating or misunderstood. Consider a woman navigating a career transition while managing family responsibilities. She might feel overwhelmed by expectations, second-guess her choices, or doubt her abilities. By seeking a coach and therapist, she gains clarity, practical guidance, and emotional resilience. These supports help her make decisions that align with her values while honoring her personal limits, allowing her to grow without sacrificing well-being. The right support doesn't remove responsibility. It amplifies your capacity to reclaim your sense of self. With guidance, encouragement, and accountability, transformation becomes not only achievable, but sustainable. Support becomes a quiet anchor, reminding you that your journey towards strength, clarity, and fulfillment does not need to be traveled alone. Insight 7. Spend intentional time alone. Solitude is a powerful tool for self-reclamation. When you spend uninterrupted time alone, you create space to reflect, listen to your intuition, and gain clarity about your desires and priorities. It's in these quiet moments that your inner voice becomes audible, revealing what truly matters beyond obligations and expectations. Solitude is not the same as isolation. Intentional alone time nurtures growth, while isolation often magnifies negative patterns and self-doubt. The difference lies in purpose. One builds insight, the other reinforces limitation. Practical ways to embrace solitude include mindful walks that awaken awareness, journaling to explore thoughts honestly, silent retreats that reset mental clutter, or engaging in creative projects that channel expression freely. Even small daily rituals, 10 minutes of quiet reflection, a solo coffee ritual, or uninterrupted reading, can shift your perspective profoundly. The subtle benefits accumulate. Self-awareness deepens, you understand your desires more clearly, and your decisions become more intentional, aligned with your authentic self. By honoring these moments regularly, you cultivate a reliable connection with yourself, a foundation that supports confidence, clarity, and balance. This practice naturally prepares you to receive the final insight, where transformation reaches a rewarding and often surprising depth. Bonus point: the power of repetition with variation. Thank you for staying with me through this journey. Being here shows your commitment to yourself, and it reminds you that you are part of a community of women choosing growth and presence. The principle is simple yet profound. Consistent choices in your routines, style, or daily practices build a strong sense of self, while small intentional variations keep your life dynamic and engaging. For example, a morning ritual practiced daily, perhaps journaling or mindful movement, anchors your day, yet tweaking the order, location, or focus can spark fresh insight. Wardrobe choices that reflect your values and aesthetic can reinforce identity, while subtle shifts in color, texture, or pairing keep expression lively. Even communication patterns, how you share your opinions or offer feedback, benefit from this balance of reliability and variation. Psychologically, this approach strengthens self-trust, cultivating confidence in your own judgment while maintaining curiosity and growth. By observing these small, repeated practices, you amplify your authenticity and deepen your presence. Take a moment to notice your personal rituals and consider which small variations could quietly elevate your sense of self. Write self-love in the comments to capture how reclaiming yourself feels. Your words matter here. They're part of this shared journey. If you found value in this video, take a moment to like it and subscribe for more insights that help you reclaim your confidence and presence. Sharing this video helps others discover these tools too, and don't miss the recommended video appearing on your screen. It continues this journey of self-discovery. Thank you warmly for dedicating your time and attention today. Your commitment matters, and each step you take toward growth is celebrated within this community. Remember, transformation is a journey, not a destination, and you are not walking it alone. Carry today's reflections with you and let them guide your choices and moments of stillness. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next empowering discussion, one that will leave you thoughtful, inspired, and motivated to embrace the fullness of your own life.